Hi everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. You know who it is, and it's April. And in April every year, record collectors all around the globe know what it is. It's Record Store Day, coming up soon, April 21st in 2018. And I'm coming on, like I do every year, to tell you guys what my Record Store Day picks are for the year. So I'm telling you guys what, when I go down for Record Store Day, what am I going to be looking for? What am I keeping my eyes out for? Or if I don't manage to make it down for Record Store Day this year, something happens, these are the records that you guys will need to save for me, okay? Cop me a copy, okay? Don't be greedy. Think of your melon. Thank you. All right, let's see. B-52's Rockin' Rockets live album coming out this Record Store Day. That should be pretty sweet. Also, a Courtney Barnett double EP for Sea of Split Peas on a picture disc, which would be very nice for the Courtney Barnett fans. We have a Blue Oyster Cult Rarities Volume 2 record dropping. We have a Car Seat Headrest Twin Fantasy vinyl release of the original recording of the album, not the new reissue, the mirror-to-mirror version, the original version, the 2011 version. It's hitting vinyl, so the hardcore Car Seat Headrest fans, be on the lookout for that. Cameron, Purple Haze. Holy shit. I'm totally going to be looking out for this. This is a Bling-era classic, production from Kanye West himself, and just all around some of Cameron's best bars. I'm really looking out for this. I'm maybe the most excited for this Record Store Day. Johnny Cash, Folsom Prison live record, 50th anniversary edition. We have stereo versions of songs, extra tracks, all sorts of spare sounds and stuff from the recording session, and just like the ambiance of the area, and just all sorts of sonic odds and ends to kind of really give you a feel of the sense of the audio of the area and of just kind of everything having to do with this. Let's see, we also have Celtic Frost, Tragic Serenades. It's a reissue of their 1987 EP, or like late 80s EP. And it's a picture disc of that, so that should be pretty sweet. Cheech and Chong, excuse me, I'm trying to figure out how to talk here. Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke 40th Anniversary Edition, which is actually quite sweet. If you're into that stoner humor, if you're into comedy records, that sort of thing. We have Circle Jerks Gig, sort of a record of material that they dropped during like an off period in the 80s. Coltrane, My Favorite Things 7-inch single. That should be cool for the hardcore jazz heads. Mac DeMarco Old Dog demos, and also what I'm really looking out for is Mac DeMarco and Shamir on a 7-inch record doing Beat Happening covers. Yes! We need that. Dr. Dre Day 12-inch should be pretty sweet. Brian Eno and Kevin Shields, the music that they recently collaborated on is hitting a 12-inch, which should be nice. Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On 45th Anniversary Edition. Hell yes to that. Thank you. Gloria Gaynor, I Will Survive 12-inch reissue. Should be nice. ICP, Amazing Jekyll Brothers double LP reissue. Although I don't know if it's been on double LP before. I mean, it's a reissue of the record itself, but it's been on CD, obviously, and on tape. But I don't know if it's ever been on vinyl. I mean, probably it's been on vinyl at one point, but MC5 has a few singles dropping. That should be cool. Merzbow, Thurston Moore, Gustafsson, and Pandi. We're putting his name up on the screen now. I apologize. My chicken scratch is getting to me. They have a collaborative release called Cuts Up, Cuts Out, which is basically going to be this experimental, like, improvisational noise thing that, I don't know, I'm pretty hype about. Nas Illmatic Live, that should be good. Biggie Juicy single, 12-inch reissue. Parquet Courts has a single coming out on Record Store Day as well. A reissue of Pink Floyd's Piper at the Gates of Dawn, which would be pretty nice, because I don't have that on vinyl. That would be quite nice to have on vinyl. RTJ Stay Gold Collector's Edition. I'm kind of curious as to everything that's coming with that. Scatolites High Bop Ska, so the ska heads, old school ska heads, keep a lookout for that. Sun Ra has a number of records coming out, as he does every year. I'm specifically going to be looking out for the live record and the Standards album. I think should be pretty nice. Swans has a has a record that was originally a German-only CD, and now it's coming out onto an LP with 3 sides of music and an etching titled... I don't know much about this release. It's most likely floating out there on the internet somewhere, you know what I mean? But I personally have not heard it, so if I can get a chance to grab it on vinyl, I'm definitely going to be doing that. Tangerine Dream has a ratio of the record Zeet dropping, which is one of the progressive electronic and synth groups, one of their more droney and kind of ambient and spacey albums, which I like quite a bit, so I'm going to be looking out for that. They have a pretty vast and versatile discography, so even if you hear one Tangerine Dream record, don't go into others assuming it's going to be the same shit. Touche Amore has a 12-inch of demos dropping on RSD, which should be pretty cool. There's a various artists compilation for like an old reissue of like a Boston hardcore comp that looks pretty interesting. 2 Rough Guide various artist releases to Jug Band Blues and Ethiopian Jazz, both of which should pique the interest of many. Voids have a single for the song Curious, dropping on RSD. Tom Waits is dropping, or rather reissuing on vinyl, his Brawlers, Ballers, and Bastards sort of compilation set, but each section of the set is being placed into its own vinyl package. So you have like a couple of LPs for the Brawlers, a couple of LPs for the Ballers, and a couple of LPs for the Bastards. Which is, I don't even know what, that's probably going to cost a lot. To not only probably buy each of them separately, but all 3. So, but the hardcore Tom Waits fans will probably shell out that dough though. And that's going to be it, guys. Those are the releases that I'm looking at, I'm most interested in, but there are dozens and dozens and dozens more on the master list, which again is down there in the description box. Over here next to my head is my vinyl update playlist. Check that out. You can see so many more vinyl releases that are in my collection. And the subscribe button is over there too. And I will catch you in the next one. Hopefully the next video you see me talking about any of this shit. I'll be talking about, hopefully, some RSD records that I picked up on April 21st. So maybe I'll see you guys, some of you guys in the record store. And if I don't, still have a good RSD. Okay? All right. Love you forever.